Alex, what's up? You are on mute, my man.
All right, here. Let's see. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. There we go. There he is,
Oh,
the
there we go.
man.
There we go.
How we doing, brother?
Oh, pretty good. Doing all right.
Man, I'm doing amazing, man. Now, what part of the country you calling me from today?
Georgia.
Georgia. I love Georgia, man. My brother was from there, man. What part of Georgia are you in?
Small little town called Dahlonega. I don't know if you've heard of it or not.
Haven't heard of that one. My brother was from is it Tipton or Tifton? Tifton, Georgia?
Tipton. Yep, yep. I think that's about hour 30 minutes south, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And then Valdosta, Georgia, too, is
Valdosta. That's all the way down at the very, very bottom.
okay. All right,
Yeah.
cool, man. So today's call is really about you, brother. I just want to get a better indication really on where we're at with our online fitness coaching business and maybe where you want to be at. We'll strategize and game plan how I'm going to get there. Cool. All right, my man.
Yeah.
So what are we currently doing right now?
So currently, I do real estate for a living. But then, as you saw where I put on there, I started doing 75 hard because I just got out of weight. I got up to 270, which is the heaviest I ever gotten, and a guy 5'7" should not weigh no 270. So I started 75 hard, and after 35 days, I had to restart because I got sick and I couldn't eat nothing one day, and then I did it again for another 2 weeks, and then I got food poisoning. But during this whole process of doing 75 hard, I was losing weight, started falling in love with fitness again, and I was like, man, 10 years ago, I wanted to be a personal trainer. Nothing ever happened. So while I was doing 75 hard, I looked online to do some personal training and I stumbled upon ISSA. So I'm about halfway through that course right now of ISSA to be a personal trainer. And the next, I'm going to do the nutritionist course. And then I saw this pop up online. I was like, next level coaching account. I was like, let me see what it's about. So signed up and gave it a shot and listened to a couple the podcasts on Spotify. So that's where I'm at the moment. Just finishing up one course and get another one, and then I do want to do all the stuff that Next Level Coaching Academy has offered.
Very cool, man. So give you some context behind that. So I was a master level trainer for over 15 years. So there are some great benefits to doing some in-person training, but there's even better benefits if you do like a hybrid style. So hybrid is like when you do some in-person and some online. If you're going to do in-person and you're starting off maybe in a corporate gym, you're going to be expending a lot of hours to build up your book of clientele, which is then at that point you'll probably get maybe paid out, I'd say 20% of the overall earnings. Okay, so they're going to take a larger chunk if you're working for a corporate gym. If you work privately, you get to keep all that, however you're paying a rent, but you're still working quite a few hours. So when I was working private, I was training about 40 people a week, 2 to 3 times a week, and I was charging 150 a session, making really good money, but I was working 4:30 in the morning to about 8:30 at night to get the type of income that I wanted. So online training gives me the opportunity to now push out programs to individuals. I get to impact more people, and I can focus maybe on higher ticket clients in person and then slowly build up my larger online demographic. Does that make sense?
Oh, no, absolutely.
Cool. Yeah. What is your vision? Like, what are you looking to do with all that?
So, like I said, I fell in with fitness again. I didn't know where to start, to be honest with you. I was thinking maybe getting, 2-3 clients a day, 5 times a week, nothing crazy. Just start building up the rapport with people, people seeing results, and then start doing some online stuff. But it looks like you already have all that figured out, all the science behind everything. So I'm just here to learn, really.
100%. So the cool thing is, I love that you've already invested in getting that ISSA. You're in that process of getting that. We also offer an optional certification that will be continuing education credits for ISSA as well. So it's equal parts fitness, equal parts nutrition. This allows you to actually start building your business while you're getting clients. So you don't necessarily, a lot of newbies will feel like they have to go in-person train first in order to start their actual business. Further from the truth. You can actually get going now. We're going to really focus on building up your client base, and then we're going to show you how to market to bring people specifically to you if you want to do in person, as well as market to where we're getting them to want to come to you online as well. So we can kill kind of 2 birds with 1 stone, essentially. Okay? Now, overall, long term, I know right now you're in real estate. Is that something that you're going to continue to do, and you're looking at this as secondary income, or are you looking to become a full-time coach one day?
It all depends what the future holds, if this ends up being, just some secondary to help out some people, I'd love to do that. But if it ends up being better than the real estate, then I wouldn't mind, this being full time and, maybe doing a couple clients here and there real estate wise. But it all depends. on what the future holds. Haven't really made a decision on exactly what I want to focus on. If that makes sense.
100%. Now, as far as goal, like let's say, for instance, if you wanted to become a full-time coach, what do we need to be making to replace your current real estate income?
That's a good question. I would say just something as simple as $5,000 a month, really.
Okay, 5K per month to start off. Okay, so I'll give you some context behind that. Industry averages online training on the very low end is $250 a month for services all the way up to $500. Can always be more depending on what we're offering, right? So say for instance, on an average, you were charging right around $400 per services. If you had 15 clients, that gets you 6K right there. 15 clients, we have the whole world to pull from. Now, if you wanted that 10K, and our average is $400 a month for services. If you had 25 clients, that would get us 10K. So it can happen relatively fast if you make this, a priority. So kind of knowing those averages now, where would you like to see the self? Like, what's the overall vision? What's the long-term vision for you?
Long-term vision, I would say around 12K a month would be long-term vision.
12K per month. Cool. I like that. Now, the cool thing about this is too, we can use your real estate to target these specific niche clients. That's someone maybe that you're wanting to target, because think about it. Real estate agents, I have a whole bunch of buddies that are real estate agents, and their schedule is all over the place, right? They're always on the go. So they're not able to always have the healthier habits. So you can really start having that as your niche clients, because they're going to be able to listen to you and resonate with you because you are in real estate. So we provide customized programs, nutrition based upon the busy, high successful real estate agent. That could be a complete game changer for you. And now you're narrowing down the playing field. You're still allowing the general population people to come in, but now you are kind of targeting more of a high ticket type of individual. Does that make sense?
No, absolutely. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome, man. What do you think about that? Is that something that you'd be interested in doing?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Cool.
Because I know most of us agents love to eat, and like you said, eating habits is not the greatest.
For sure. Cool. Now, outside of that, what do you feel like is like your biggest challenge to get this thing up and running? You had mentioned you're just not sure where to start. Is that the biggest challenge right now?
I think that's the biggest challenge is where to start. Because with 75 hard, you had to take progress pictures of yourself, and someone that was 270, now 240. Taking pictures of myself, people seeing the results. Someone that's gone through the process, they're going to trust a lot more than just someone that, in my opinion, that's just fit. If that makes sense. So that's the only thing I know what to do so far, is just put my before and my afters, and then, get other clients here and there, let them know if I can go through the struggle, you can go through the struggle.
Yeah, that's a great mindset to have, because if you're showing that you kind of live the life that you're trying to preach, right, people are going to be more bought into that. And you're right, people do. Like, a lot of people come onto these calls and they'll be like, I want to wait till I lose a significant amount of weight before I start coaching. I'm like, well, why? If you've had this amazing journey, why? Because in my professional opinion, and I've seen it now, people that have a drastic weight loss, people resonate with them more than they do the guy that's super jacked and ripped his whole life, right? So it's cool to post pictures with your shirt off and six packed up and all that, but people really love the underdog story where someone actually had to fight and crawl to get to where they're at, right? And they can show it, hey, if this person can do it, man, this is obtainable. I think I could probably do this too. And if you're someone that has like a very good personable skills, they're going to want to work with you because you make them feel good. You're supporting them, you're encouraging them, and you have a step-by-step process that they know works because they saw you do it, right?
Yep.
Cool, man. Outside of that, I know that you mentioned as far as trying, you started like looking into getting your ISSA certification. Anything else that we've tried? Have you been doing any research for online coaching or anything?
I haven't. This was the first thing that popped up, and I was like, I'm the type of person, things happen for a reason. So, yeah.
Cool. What do you feel like is your learning style, or what would you need from a coach? Do you need someone that's more direct? Do you need specific guidance? What do you need?
That's a good question. I guess the biggest thing I've always struggled in the past with was accountability and consistency.
Okay.
And that's something that, I've gotten better with 75 hard, but I think that's still a big struggle, especially jumping into something completely new. Is just the consistency and the accountability, just to make sure I do what I'm supposed to do.
Absolutely, man. That's totally normal. So the cool thing is, if you're someone, it sounds like you're someone that's really involved with community, because 75 Hard is a community of individuals that are going through
Yeah.
this together, right? So we have a community as well. We have private Facebook groups. You'll have a one-on-one coach the entire time. We have
Hmm.
group calls. So we make sure that you're always set up for success at all points in times. We have like literally over 4 to 5 different touch points to make sure that you are following through, that you're staying on track. Does that sound like
Yeah.
something you value?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Cool. Now, outside of this, let's just say in the next 4 to 6 months, where would you like to see yourself differently than where you're currently at?
As in like physical or just all over in general?
All together. Where would you like to see yourself different?
Man, I like to see myself another 15 pounds lighter, which is going to happen, but I definitely want to be able to help people make a change for the better. Because I know once you start looking better, you start feeling better, and you start feeling better, that affects every aspect in life, whether it's the way you communicate with other people, just the way you feel about yourself radiates, and I want to be able to make that kind of change for people. So I could definitely see
Yeah,
myself helping out a
100%.
bunch
I
of
love that.
people.
Now, how
Yeah.
big of a priority is this to become? No, I'm sorry. My computer froze up. Go ahead and continue. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, no, you're good. I think there's like a little lag between us. But yeah, I just want to be able to help some people out, and just them making a change for the better, I guess.
That's awesome, man. Now, how big of a priority is this for you to make this impact for yourself as well as for the individuals that you want to impact, from like a 1 to a 10?
Definitely a 10.
10. Cool. Now, as far as we know that we want to impact other people's lives, we know we want to
Hmm.
impact your life, but what else do we feel
Yep.
like online coaching is going to give us? Is this for financial freedom? Is it more flexibility in time? What else are we looking for?
It'll definitely help out financial freedom wise, which will give me more time with family.
Cool. Love that. If you see me looking down, I'm old school. I'm taking notes on a pen and a pad, man. So
I'm right.
I got you. Cool, man. All right. So what I'm going to do is a quick recap, and then we'll actually dive into everything. Cool.
Absolutely.
All right, my man. So my man's from Georgia. He was 270 pounds. He's down to 240 from doing 75 hard. That's when he realized, I have a newfound love for health and fitness, and you want to provide that to other individuals, show them they can do this as well. Our main focal point here is to eventually, possibly, if this thing takes off the way we want to become a full-time coach. In order to do so, we need to make at least 5K per month, but our long-term goal would be hit 12K per month. So right now, our main focal point is if we can get at least, I'd say 10 to 12 clients out the rip, you'd be handling that. And then again, if we get anything like over about 30 to 35, we'd be hitting over 12K easily. Right now, you're working on your ISSA certification. This is kind of the first steps. You saw this. It seemed like it was in alignment with you. Your biggest challenge is really knowing where to start. So we're needing systems and structure. What we need is accountability. We need consistency and a clear game plan. In the next 4 to 6 months, physically, you'd like to see yourself 15 pounds lighter, but more importantly, you want to impact more people. Is that about right?
Yes, sir.
All right, my man. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go over a high level what we have to offer. Then I'm going to deep dive into our modules. Cool?
Absolutely.
All right. Let me know when you can see this.
I can see it.
Beautiful. So as you know, we're the Next Level Coaching Academy. We're actually accredited through the Better Business Bureau. So we got a quality rating of an A out of a possible A+. And we're also backed by 3 of the largest certification companies in the world, ACE, NASM, and ISSA. So for you, this would be 20 continuing education credit hours. It's pretty good, pretty dope. On the success ladder, we've got 2 tiers. We've got the 10K accelerator, and we got mastery level coach. Now, 10K accelerator is going to be ideal for an individual such as yourself, someone who's looking to make that transition from the 9 to 5, get certified, and create massive impact. The information this course can get us from 0 up to 10K per month in as little as 4 months. Now, mastery level is for individuals who are hitting 10K a month on a consistent basis. Their focal point is to become more of that CEO, where they're trying to shoot for 100K months on a regular basis as well.
Okay.
So right now, we're going to build out our foundations. We're going to focus on 10K accelerator. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Now, our program is really broken down into 4 phases. The first thing we want to do is get you some clients. Then we'll establish a solid business foundation. We're going to help you generate leads organically so we can maximize your overall reach. We'll develop sales and client retention strategies to help you reach, sustain, and surpass 10K per month. Now, on the support side of things, it's going to be second to none. You're going to have an assigned one-on-one coach. That coach has been through 10K Accelerator and Mastery Level, so they have a 6 or 7 figure business of their own built off the information in this course. You also have a customized game plan to call it that individual to figure out where you want to get to, the most efficient way to get there. You'll have one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks to revisit the game plan, make changes, receive feedback, and then get very specific instructions. And then when you're averaging about 2 to 3 Zoom calls per week and you've completed the sales module, we'll introduce you to your own sales coach as well. This individual will help you maximize your return of investment, close down those calls at a 40% clip or greater. You'll have bi-weekly roster coaching calls. You'll have 5 times a week of group support calls that accommodate your current 9 to 5. This would go over client objection handling, client delivery, mindset issues, lead generation, even case studies. And then 24/5 tech support with your coach, so you can ask them as many questions as you like. They're contractually obligated to answer each and every one of your questions. The Zenpreneur method is for individuals who are really trying to work past those mindset issues. Becoming a fitness entrepreneur is awesome, it's amazing, but it does get overwhelming at times. So we do weekly mindset calls, breath work, meditation sessions, even journaling to ensure you're in a good headspace. Any questions on that?
Good so far.
All right, my man. As far as the community goes, you're gonna have a private Facebook group. You'll have the 24/5 tech support. You'll have the 5 times a week of group support calls. And you'd also be eligible for the NLCA Live conference that takes place once a year. As far as the resources go, you're gonna have the course curriculum. You'll have that Zenpreneur method we got done discussing. This will be a game changer for you, man. We're gonna give you done for you programming. So this will save you hours of time not having to worry about program design off the bat. And then we'll also give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes or enhancements. And as mentioned earlier, we do offer an optional certification at no additional charge. Any questions on that?
No, sir.
All right. The 4 phases. This is the secret sauce to get you from 0 to 10K. Phase 1, act first. We're going to launch our business. We're going to announce to the world who we are and what we're about, and we're going to implement specific strategies to get your first couple clients. Phase 2, organization and design, and we're going to set up all your back-end administration systems. Make sure you're a full legal company. We're also going to figure out what problems you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing. Phase 3, developing consistency. We're going to teach you organic marketing strategies to amplify your reach. We're also going to teach you our community lead generation method, which we use WhatsApp group for. We'll also teach you basic sales funnel creations to close down deals more efficiently. Phase 4 is like the fine tuning of everything. We're going to maximize your sales skills, create consistent client delivery systems, but emphasize customer support and client retention to keep people happy for long periods of time. Any questions on the phases?
Good so far.
All right, my man, you're making my job easy. I like it. Now, the course itself, this is going to be 32 total modules. Each module will have an overview link. It'll also be associated with videos. Both the videos and the links are tutorial style, so you always know what to do. Now, the cool thing about this is set up in very specific order. So as you complete a module, then you execute. And you complete the next one, you execute. So it's not where you just go through the course and then come back. You're executing as you're going. So we're constantly building our business, getting clients, things of that nature. First step to becoming a full-time coach, as mentioned earlier, we're going to employ specific strategies in place to get your first couple clients. Give me 1 second. There we go. So we're going to put specific strategies in place. A lot of the resources that we give you are already done for you, so it saves you a lot more time. What is going on here? Give me 1 second. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Okay. All right. 10K Accelerator Directory. I want you to view this as onboarding material that will help you become a better student. It really shows you how to maximize the program to its fullest capacities. And then the 10K roadmap is pretty dope. It's a 2-part phase. What do we need to get you to your first goal from 0 to 5K? And what do we need to do to get from 5 to 10? So everything is step by step for you there. The mindset and lifestyle module, based upon your specific goals, we want to create daily and evening routines that will maximize your potential there. And then imposter syndrome, fear of failure, anxiety, procrastination, all those are natural, normal feelings. How can we move past that to move forward with our business? We've also identified the top 10 struggles you'll face as a fitness entrepreneur, but we provided solutions to that as well. Administration systems and ChatGPT is where things get interesting. Have you ever heard of ChatGPT?
Yes, sir, I have. I know a bunch of people are using the AI stuff, but I'm not against it, but not, haven't fallen the train yet.
Okay, cool. Well, ChatGPT is kind of like Google on steroids. It's like a high-powered virtual assistant. We can actually utilize this to create SOPs, resources for our content. We can even create workout programs, nutritional guidelines off this in a fraction of the time. Backend systems, we'll show you Wave and Stripe for payments, DocuSign for client agreements, Typeform and Calendly to book calls. We even have apps such as TrueCoach or Trainerize to load up all of your programming, all of your nutrition into one spot, make it more effective for your clients. Let me give you some context behind this as well. So if you were to click on this overview document, this will actually show you step by step exactly what you need to do in written material. Okay, so everything is laid out nice and neat. So if you're someone that learns better off of reading, and then the same thing here, if you were to click on the videos, let's just say you're going to set up Wave for payment, you'll click on this, and this will tell you exactly step by step as well.
Gotcha. So
everything is very simplified for you, man. Super easy. Same thing for your financial systems. So we're going to help set up your LLC. We'll get your employment identification number, talk about when to open up a business bank account, how to track what's coming in and out of your business, when to pay quarterly taxes, when to pay yourself, business write-offs, business liability insurance, health insurance, all that. So all of your business legalities will be covered there. Now, a really cool thing is if you were to set up your LLC the traditional way, it takes roughly 2 to 3 weeks. We're partnered with an AI company called Taylor Brands. We can set up all your business legalities in like literally 2 to 3 minutes. So it's a fraction of the time. It makes things a lot more efficient for you. Target setting, we're going to create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. We'll deep dive into your specific goals. And then we're going to figure out what your ideal challenges or what problems you solve for individuals.
Okay.
Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing around this. So understanding, is this going to be a more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself program? The more that you do for individuals, the higher the ticket offer. That high ticket offer is established upon your length of terms. So we help with the structure of your pricing. From there, we're going to teach you how to do 1 hour's worth of work and get 14 different pieces of content created utilizing AI software. It splices it up, so you'll have a week's worth of material already created. Then we're also going to show you how to expand your reach, setting up podcasts and YouTube for free as well. So we want more people to know who you are and what you're about. And then we'll show you how to market for all things Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok related. It's more than just random posting. It's very specific strategies that we employ in each one of these platforms to get you a larger return of investment to get more people locked in with you. So the same thing with Facebook. We'll show you how to maximize reels, hashtag use, page aesthetics, things of that nature. And then the same thing with TikTok. We want to show you how to maximize everything to get more client engagement. Any questions on that so far?
No, sir.
All right, cool. Content creation made easy. We're going to introduce you to Canva Basic, Canva Pro, and Microsoft Designer. These are great editing features and makes your page more aesthetically pleasing, gives it a more professional look. It's really good for organization and design, really good for logos as well. The 10K lead generation framework is broken down into 3 phases. The first of which is earned media. This is like inbound marketing or people raising their hand to reach out to you first. So we'll give you specific strategies and resources to get more people to want to reach out to you first. And then the opposite of that is what we call conversation and calls, which is outbound marketing, or you reaching out to individuals first. Okay. So we'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you conversation and call examples, but more importantly, we're going to show you where to find all these leads on all 3 platforms and how to build and nurture these relationships. The cool thing too is I want you to think outside the box. If you're really well known in that area where you live at in Georgia, start maximizing your community outreach. So an example, I'm partnered with a local supplement company out here. I have all of my clients utilizing specific supplementation. That supplement company gives me 30 referrals a month because I'm supporting their business. So I have a lot more warmer leads coming in, and I'm able to convert those into more clients. From there, we're going to go into referral strategy, the easiest way to grow your business. Friends, families, coworkers, talking about how amazing you are and the testimonials that you provided. We'll give you resources and strategies to incentivize them to bring you more referrals without actually having to ask. And then if you're going to be any type of entrepreneur, you got to be good at sales. You got to learn to love it. So we're going to teach you how to maximize your sales capabilities so we can set up 2 types of phone call. The first is a meet and greet. It's like a 10 to 15 minute screening call, trying to figure out if you really want to work with that individual, if you can actually solve their problems. So we'll give you real-time examples with our coaches, which will lead us into our closing call. This is where we're trying to lock down that lead, turn them into a client. We'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you our entire objection handling web. We'll teach you how to create downsells and discounts. We'll also teach you financing options, which will be a game changer for people who normally couldn't afford your program, and then how to lock them in once and for all. Once you lock them in, we want to go back and we want to track all this stuff. Okay, so we want to make sure we have predictable data every single month. So we'll give you our resources and strategies to track how many calls were booked, how many showed, how many closed, and at what length of term. From there, objection handling. This is all the excuses you're going to hear over and over on the online platform. We give you over 30 different examples that you see time and time again. The more you can familiarize yourself with these, the easier it is to overcome those objections on that closing call. Any questions on that so far?
No, sir.
Cool. The onboarding process is the most overlooked area by the majority of coaches and trainers. This is someone's first 30 days in your program. This will make or break if people want to continue with you. So all those things that we promised up until getting them to be a client, we gotta fulfill our promises now. So this is where standards and expectations are created. We want to make sure we get them like a resource in their hand within that first 24 to 48 hours while we're building out their program to build trust. We want to keep them busy. Okay. Client delivery is the fun stuff, the week-to-week process and how you deliver services. But we teach you how to do this more efficiently utilizing ChatGPT and AI. And then no matter how good of a coach or trainer you are, this is inevitable. It's going to happen. Someone's going to ghost you. Someone's going to quit. Someone's not going to listen. But there's usually a reason behind some of this. Some people want a larger community base. They want to feel like they're a part of something greater than just you. Some of them want more individualized touch points. Some want challenges, some want gifts. So we'll give you resources and strategies to get them to want to execute at a higher level on a more consistent basis. And then customer support, the not so fun side of things. How do we deal with cancellations, refund requests, things of that nature? How do we mitigate it for the upcoming months? And then finally, client retention. We want to keep people happy for long periods of time, advance into higher levels of our programming, but we give you strategies and teach you how to track that as well. Any questions so far?
Everything's pretty in depth, so we're good so far.
Awesome, my man. Quick recap. It's going to be a 4-month program. You'll have your customized game planning call. You're going to have that one-on-one coach the entire 4 months. You'll have one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks. You'll have a sales coach. You'll have the Facebook community and CEO trainings, 5 times a week of group support calls, 24/5 tech support, done for you programming, an optional certification, and the business course curriculum. Is there anything you feel like we're missing here?
Got it all done. Got it all there.
Do you feel like this kind of checks off all the boxes that you were looking for to be successful?
Oh man, absolutely.
Do you feel 100% confident in your own skill set and ability to follow through with the guidance and support to make sure that you are successful?
Yes, sir.
I love it, man. Cool. All right. Any questions for me so far? Like, what are we thinking? What are our thoughts? Do we like it? Do we love it? What are we thinking?
Oh, definitely love it. Definitely something I want to do.
I love it, man. Cool. Did you get a chance to check out any testimonials?
I did not.
Cool. I'm gonna share 2 of them with you. And the reason I'm gonna choose these specific 2 is because I think they're really gonna resonate with you personally. Okay. So the first one I want to share is Karina. Karina was making about $2K a month. Her goal was not to become this massive online trainer. She just wanted more time with her family. She wanted to travel with her kiddos. So before she was making $2K a month, this first tattoo, if you can see this, indicates when she started NLCA. Bottom tattoo indicates when she quit her job. After 6 months, she was collecting 10 to 12K a month on a regular basis. She's now making 15K a month, working 35 hours a week. She's traveling with her 2 kids. So your goal was 12K, and you said you wanted more time with your family. It's exactly why I shared Karina. Does that make sense? Cool.
Absolutely.
Now, on the opposite end of this, I'm going to show you Zach. Zach was an in-person trainer. I know you mentioned that you have aspirations of being an in-person trainer as well to a degree. Mm-hmm. Zach was making about 40 to 50K a year. So the average income for a personal trainer is about 40K. Now, the average income for an online trainer that goes through our course is just over 77K. So big difference, right? So Zach wanted to maximize his overall potential. He started in June 2021. Well, I think he's pretty successful. He 15 times his income. So now he's a 7-figure earner. He has a whole team underneath him. He's kind of walked away from the coaching aspect. He's more of that CEO, if you will. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Let's talk about some averages really quick, because a lot of people like to share what the top 10 percenters do. We like to share what our basic students do. So 73% of our students sign their client in month 1. On average, it takes them 1 week to do so. So cool stat behind this. The individuals that sign their client in month 1, by the end of month 4, are averaging over 8K per month. The individuals that don't sign their client in month 1, but by the end of month 4, are averaging 6,500. So just to be a basic, mediocre, middle of the line student, you could expect to make 6,500 to 8K. Pretty damn good earning potentials to be basic, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Now check this out. Of the students that go full time, it takes them just 10.6 weeks on average. So just under, well, over 2.5 weeks, they're to that point where they're going full time, which is pretty crazy. And the students who hit 10K a month on average takes them 13 weeks. So just over 90 days, you could be working toward building yourself into a completely different tax bracket, which is crazy. And the last one, the students who stay with us 12 months have 97 clients on their roster. Those individuals with 97 clients are averaging 366,000 per year, which they're getting massive results for their respectful businesses. As far as the program score, we're getting a 4.6 out of 5, which people are getting some massive results for their respectful businesses. Any questions on the averages?
No, sir.
Cool. Did you get a chance to hear about the 3 times your investment guarantee?
Yes, I did.
So just kind of like want to recap that. All right. So a lot of companies will have a money back guarantee. We got the 3 times your investment. Now, in order to be eligible for that, you'd have to attend your game planning call, which is pretty standard. Attend all of your one-on-one coaching calls, which is only 2 per month. 1 group support call each week. Don't spend longer than 2 weeks on an optional certification if you want to utilize that. Run a scholarship program within the first 90 days, which is only going to get you a lot of clients. Charge at least $250 or more for services and have no late payments. If you do all of that, we're guaranteeing you will 3 times the amount that you invest in, or you get 100% refund. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does that give you a little bit more confidence? Essentially, there's no risk. Worst case scenario, you get your money back. Best case scenario, you make over $21,000 guaranteed.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Questions, concerns, other thoughts right now? What are we thinking?
I love it.
Cool. All right. So next we're going to talk about is the investment portion, right? Everyone's favorite part. What's this thing going to cost us? There's going to be a payment plan. There'll be a paid in full option. Payment plan means we put down a down payment. We spread the rest out over 4 months. Paid in full just means we pay the whole thing up front. We save a significant amount of money. Now, the cool thing about this is regardless of where you're at financially, we do have extended payment plans. We have financing options. So I can get you in the door if this is everything that you said earlier it was for you. Cool? All right, man, what's this going to cost us? Only $100,000 in your left kidney. I'm just playing, man. There's a payment plan of $7,300. There's a paid in full option of $6,500 that saves you $800. Out of those 2, which do you think works best for you?
Probably the paid in full. I'm the type of person I don't like owing, so.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Cool. So we have a couple different ways we could do this paid in full for you. Okay. So what we could do is we could just pay the whole thing up front now. You save $800, or we could turn the paid in full into a payment plan for you. You'd still save the $800, but we put half down today. I'd give you 60 days to pay out the second half. So that way you're building up your confidence. Which one of those would work for you today?
I would like to pay in full. Only thing is I really want to finish my certification. I'm not going to be one of these people that, you'll never hear from again. I mean, I am going to do it, but I'm the type of person I like to do one thing at a time. Otherwise, I have too much stuff and I don't want to get overwhelmed. With that being said, I should be finished with ISSA, the personal training, within the next week or 2. And then I want to start my nutritionist course. So is there any way I can do this maybe end of July, first week of August, and then just go ahead and get started on the Next Level Coaching Academy?
Yeah, we could. Now, I have actually a solution for this, so we can at least lock you in at that rate. Because as you know, ChatGPT AI is like the newest stuff. Like that just happened, a few months ago, maybe. Yeah. So the cool thing about our programs is we're always updating the courses. Now, a couple of things I want to talk to you about as from trainer to a trainer. Okay. I love the fact that you are getting multiple certifications. It shows that you're really invested. Okay. Now, there's a way that you can do both and not feel overwhelmed. I want you to think of it as like when you were in school, right? You get math, science, social studies homework, right? I'd only want you really spending dude, if you want to focus on the certifications first, maybe spend an hour on those and then maybe 30 to 45 minutes on building your business. So that way you're still getting your backend system set up. So that way, by the time you're ready to launch, you already have people in the pipeline that you're already servicing, which means you can get a lot more larger return investment. Or second thing we could do is lock in at half of that paid in full, do a delayed start until you had said, I think August, is that right? End of July,
August. August.
We can do a delayed start date, but then your second payment wouldn't be due 60 days from your actual start date. So that way you're getting locked in at that rate, you're holding yourself accountable, and that you're still not feeling overwhelmed. So you can still focus on certifications. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's very, very smart. But I just feel like the way that if I just finish my stuff first and then get started on that, that would work best for me.
No, and I'm cool with that. So what I'm saying is the
Yeah.
second one, what do you think about at least just locking in? You're actually starting, you're locking in so you get saved at that rate. You're also saving
Hmm.
a roster spot, but you're
Yeah.
not actually have to start the course for another month. What are your thoughts on that?
Like I said, I like it. I'm the type of person, like I said, I like paying in full, but when I pay something, I want to start it then and there. So that's why I want to wait until either the end of this month or the first day or two of August before I do anything.
Cool. No, I'm totally with that. I just kind of want to see like what your thought process was. Out of curiosity, what
Hmm.
would be the difference if you locked in at a half of it and then you start at the end? So essentially you're still
Yeah,
starting, you're not losing out on
correct.
anything.
Yeah, well, just all the money, to be honest
Okay.
with you. Paying just, no, it'd be 37.50 up front and then not starting until a month later. So that's really the biggest thing is just getting rid of that money and still having to finish my stuff before I'm able to jump on something else.
100%. Now, taking that money off the side or moving forward off the table, you
Hmm.
mentioned this has everything that you wanted at for a coaching program. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
So, and you also mentioned right now that you want to build as much impact for individuals as you possibly can. Is that correct?
Correct.
Cool. So, and we obviously know right now it's not really a financial thing because you're a guy that likes
Mhm.
to just take, handle stuff all at one shot. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So cool. So as far as certifications go, right? This is
Hmm.
great. I love the fact that you want to get certified. Now, let me ask you this. Do those certifications teach you how to build your business?
No, it doesn't.
So that's where I would say from trainer to trainer,
Hmm.
where you still have the opportunity to still learn how to build your business as you go, and you're only spending an additional 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because earlier we
No,
talked
no,
about,
it does. It does.
so my goal is not to talk shit or overwhelm you, it's just to give you a different
Yeah.
perspective. Because if our goal earlier was this is a 10 out of 10 priority and I want to impact
Hmm.
most people, do you feel
Yep.
like if we got actually moving toward that goal, you could impact more people early on, which will amplify your overall business? So by the time you get actually started, you could be doubling that. Does that make sense?
Oh, it does. It does.
So do you feel like between your real estate and certifications, you'd have 5 to 10 hours a week?
Possibly.
So we're talking
Yeah.
about getting resourceful with your time. Think about this. Do you do
Yeah.
your own workouts, right? So I think most
Yeah.
75 part of one of them is it's like it has to be an outdoor workout. You could pop in a module when you're doing your cardio. When I was doing it, I
Yep.
was training 40 people. I'd pop in a module on the way to the gym, on the way home,
Hmm.
and then before I was working out. So by the time I got home, I was just implementing, I was just executing. That's all I was doing. Do you feel like you could do that?
Maybe. Oh, sorry. There's a fly there. I had to get it.
You're
Maybe.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're still at that point where you just rather wait. Is that what I'm hearing?
Correct. Correct.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
cool. So are you open to maybe speaking to a student like this? Is not gonna we're not gonna try to sell you on anything, but maybe would you like to
Yeah.
talk to a student that went through it, very similar predicament to where you can hear how they did and how they built business?
I think I'm good. Pretty much literally explained everything I needed to explain. And like I said, this is definitely something I'm gonna do. It's just me, the way I like to do things in order. I just want to finish this first and foremost, and then that way I can jump head on, no distractions, do the NLCA stuff with no distractions whatsoever.
Cool. Okay. Well, I'm with that.
Yeah.
What I'll do is in the meantime, I'm going to send you over a mini course to get you started because I still want you moving it forward as if you are a student today. So when you get the
Yeah.
opportunity to, it's free mini course, but you can just look over some stuff. It gives you that
Okay.
mindset that we've already kind of moved forward as an NLCA student. And then me and you will
Hmm.
just keep in contact about once a week, just kind of see how the certifications are rolling for you. Is that cool?
I was fixing to ask you. I was like, if that's your number, you don't mind if I just contact you once or twice a week, just to let you know how the updates are going. That way you don't think I'm flaking out. Because I
No,
know,
no,
maybe in real estate too, I talk to people flake out all the time. So I know exactly how that is. So
no,
I don't
brother.
want you to think I'm gonna flake out or nothing like that.
No, brother. That's actually what I prefer. So that number that you have of mine, that's my specific number. So I would
All right.
definitely like us to stay in communication, just kind of see
All
how
right.
things are going, see how your headspace is moving. And that way we can start game planning as it gets closer. Is that
All right.
cool?
I'm saving the number right now.
All right, brother. I love it, man. So after this phone call, I'll send you over like a resource. Uh, I'll even send you like a recap of the video, but the video will be much more condensed. So by the time you're kind of, damn, what did he say? Because there was a lot of stuff that we covered.
Yeah.
It's like a 10-minute video condensed down of what we went over,
Okay. Awesome, man. Thank you.
essentially. Cool.
Yes,
My
sir.
man. Hey, I appreciate your time this morning. Great. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Take care.
Later, brother.